it do? What it do? Hey, calm here. Another journal entry. Got Marcel in the back. Up here at the pinnacle, the summit of the one and only Crowder's Mountain, Gastonia. Where I get my reflection. Man, I'm looking at these birds, man. I'm just looking at these birds, and I don't envy them, but if you could envy something, I would. They just seem so unhinged, unplugged, come and go as they wish. They're not like, it's like nowhere. It's like they can go anywhere they want. Marcel, you know what I really want in life, man? I may have said like haphazardly, like I just want to go to heaven. And that's, I mean, yes, I want to go to heaven. Who doesn't? At the end of this, I don't want to burn here. Like, my thing that keeps me going is not heaven per se. It's like exactly what you said. Like, I want to like experience the Garden of Eden. Like, I know that sounds deep, but it's kind of really simple. When God created humanity, he said it was good the way it was in the Garden of Eden. Everything went downhill after we ate of the tree. So everything we were supposed to be in God's eyes and purpose was there in that ecosystem of the Garden of Eden. So I studied Genesis a lot to try to understand what the Garden of Eden was. Like, how did Adam move? How did he live? And that's why I say I don't want to do Christianity. I don't even like that name, because that's a sect of rules, regulations, church ordinances, like church rules, tithing. That's a sect of like things you do. When Jesus first came on the scene, the disciples called this thing the way. They didn't call it Christianity. They didn't call it. They called it the way. They had experienced something that even the prophets had yet to experience. And the only way they could describe it is call it the way. And they probably remember Jesus saying, I am the way, the truth, and the life. So they can be like, this is the way to go. I can see them running up and down the streets of Jerusalem talking about this is the way. They didn't have a name for it because it's not a thing. It's a life. It's a living. It's a being. It's not in you and through you. It's not you dream it. You breathe it. It's who you are. It takes over you. It's not something you think through. It becomes instinctively you. It takes on your nature, your human nature. It wants to take that over and be first nature. It'll be second nature, but first nature. So you just are, you respond that way, right? Without having to think through it so much, because if we keep thinking, we're going to mess it up. That's how they were in the Garden of Eden. They didn't have to think. They didn't have to decide what was right and what was wrong. That's why God said, when it was mercy and grace, God said, do not touch at the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. I mean, the awareness. It's like me telling Joshua, bro, you're 4 years old. The things I handle, it ain't for you. If I gave you this house mortgage to pay or told you how to drive a car or have a job, that's too much for you. You ain't made for that. I just want you to be my child, my son, and love life. I got everything for you. You don't need to think about anything, Joshua. Just wake up and be great. Enjoy what Daddy has already put out here for you. That was the Garden of Eden. Then Joshua decides one day he's going to take on responsibilities that were never his. Now he's aware of life and the grind of life. Joshua doesn't understand the struggles of life right now. But once I expose the struggles of life to him, now he is aware of it. And at the age of 4, it will crush him because he's not mature enough to handle that. The weight of what's good and what's evil, which was to be decided only by God, was put on us. And now we decide what's good and what's evil. And of course, everything we call good is evil. And everything we call evil is good because there's a way that seems right to man. And the Bible says the heart of man, who can understand it, is continually evil. Like there is no one good. We've jacked up God's creation since day one. And we're still trying to fix it, still jacking it up. Vaccines jacking people up. Mutations in food jacking people up. Trying to fight cancer with chemo, radiation jacking people up. We can't fix what we've jacked up. We can't fix it. There is no making this world a better place. We've jacked it up. That's why creation is groaning. Creation is groaning. Creation's like, they jacked me up. I just want to get back to that place where we were one with God. And I want to live that right here, right now, until this place, till my time here is done. That's why I'm here. I want to experience what it means to wake up and just be like, God, I commit this day to you. I'm going to go out. And how it goes. And I'm going to meet the people I'm supposed to meet. I'm going to speak the words I'm supposed to speak. I'm going to make the mistakes I'm supposed to make today. I'm going to succeed in the temptations and trials. I'm going to fail. And all those things will work together for my good and for your glory. That's the type of person I want to be, without even thinking about it. And then just know God's with me. He's for me. And he's the one who's going to take me to the finish line. That's the journal for today, y'all. Peace.